Alright guys, so Alex asked for a video to explain how to release traumas and how to let go of the false self, limiting beliefs, all the things. And really what this is, it's a method that I developed called the ROAR technique. And this video is just going to be a short intro to it. If you're interested in the full technique, we do have a community on School. I'll put that link in the description. You can go there, it's free, the technique's free. There's a 30-minute video that goes into complete detail on how to do this. And what the ROAR method is spirituality simplified. How to actually clear out the things that cause you anxiety throughout the day. That subtle feeling, if you're aware, when you're just like, I don't feel very good, I don't like the way I feel, or you go through those mood swings, and how to be your true self, how to know thyself. And after scouring hundreds of texts, and guys, I've spent 15 years on this, and this is what all of the core teachings teach, is eliminating the false self, which is the ego, and knowing thyself. So here it is simply in this video, and if you want more information on it, feel free to check the description, and you can pop into our School account, join that community for free, and you get the full version of the ROAR method. So, I think I talked in another video about imagining yourself or your consciousness as a little ball. Now this can be like the size of a ping pong ball, and what I do is, I don't like using the word meditation because it has a lot of people have tried that and not had success. It is kind of a form of meditation, but you don't have to sit in a certain place or a certain style. You can lay down if you want, as long as you don't fall asleep. Even if you did fall asleep, it would still be beneficial. So just sit comfortably. If you do like to sit with your legs in lotus or legs crossed Indian style, that's fine. But you just want to be comfortable, and you want to be where you won't be bothered for a little bit of time. And this can take, you can do this as quick as 5 minutes. Sometimes they'll last for a little while. Today, I cleared out massive energy using this, and when it comes out, you'll feel it move out of you. You'll feel like your nose will get watery, tears will start coming out of your eyes, and it's beautiful. This is true alchemy. I mean, this is like, it took me years to figure this out. There's a lot of people that teach how to remove trauma, and there's a lot of people doing psychotherapy and things like that. And I always believe if something works for you, do it. Great. So I'm not going to talk bad about other methods, but guys, this is the true core of what needs to be done to let go of the false self. So here we go. We imagine this little ball, and an example I gave in another video is like, if you hit your thumb with a hammer, your consciousness goes right there, and you can feel that throbbing. You can actually feel the heartbeat in your thumb, right? So it's just like that, where you're going to have your consciousness brought into a little ball, and you'll notice this takes a little bit of practice, just like anything. Like, you can't just do this on the first time. Well, you might be able to, but it might take you a little bit of practice. So you imagine this little ball, and you'll notice that when you're in your head, you're in your mind, and you're having all these ego thoughts, that you're up here, right? From the side of the head. So you're up in the brain, you're up in the head. So what we want to do is take that ball and move it all the way back to the base of your skull. This is called the Bindu point. Yogananda also called it the milk of God. It's also called by a lot of spiritual teachers the seat of consciousness. That's what Michael Singer refers to it as. And if you think of a movie projector, like, that would be where the movie projector starts, and it comes up and plays on a screen, and that's your mind. And so we get caught up in the mind and watching the screen and all this falseness. It's kind of like Plato's allegory of the cave, right? You're watching this and you're thinking it's real, and you're getting involved in it, and your emotions are going everywhere. So we pull ourselves back to that seat of consciousness, and we become the observer. So take a minute, close your eyes, imagine your consciousness where it is, try to make it into a ball. It can be any size, maybe the size of a ping pong ball, and now draw it back towards the back of your head. And what you're going to notice as you reach the point where your skull meets your neck, it's also where your medulla is in the brain, that is actually where prana enters your body. I'm not going to get too metaphysical, but I go into a lot more detail in the video in the description. But if you go back there, what you'll notice, and it does take practice, it's like trying to keep a tail straight on a dog. Like, if you hold it back, the tail will stay straight, but as soon as you let it go, it's just like, because that's your ego mind, and that's how we're trained. We're trained to externalize. We're trained to be up in our brains. And that's what you want to train yourself to come out of, that ego state, right? And so you bring yourself back and you just sit there and you notice as thoughts come up, and you don't try to stop your thoughts because that would be resistance. And as these thoughts come up and you're sitting back there, imagine yourself like you're a king or a queen just sitting in this seat of consciousness, and you see these thoughts and they come up, and you don't judge them and you don't reach out for them. Like, it's like you have hands in there and you could actually reach out and be like, oh yes, I do need to make that phone call. I do need to email that person. I can't believe she sent me that text. Like, you can get, that's what the mind does. That's the ego mind, right? So, and you might catch yourself doing that, but just pull yourself again back to the seat of consciousness and allow those thoughts to come through. And you're becoming the observer of your thoughts, which is like step one in spirituality. And once you do that, you can notice that you, number one, you're not your thoughts. You are not your mind. That's the biggest illusion that causes the suffering. And two, you can actually just kind of watch them and see that you're the observer. So you're like, okay, you know, there's a lot of nuances here. We can go into where the thoughts come from, and it gets pretty interesting. But just for a simple process, do that, practice that. It takes time. Just sit there and chill and pull back your consciousness to the base of your head. And you'll notice yourself relaxing. You'll notice your mind will sort of calm, but it'll still have thoughts. They'll still spew up like a fountain, and you just watch them. And as you get better at this, what'll happen is stuff will start to come out of you. Your body naturally wants to push this stuff out. The reason it doesn't come out is you're etherically putting your hands on it and you're getting involved in it. Like, you're like, oh yes, I need to send that text. That's when you grab on, and that's when you get attached. That's when you identify with the thoughts, and that's what causes the pain, because then you're just spinning these webs of illusion, right? Lots of nuances here, but I'm trying to make this video quick. And as you sit back and you relax, this stuff will start to come out of you. And as you get good at it, you can start doing these roars whenever you feel stressed, like something will trigger you. Your significant other will say something that upsets you. You can just go in the other room. You can, both of you can do it. You can say, hey babe, I need a roar. And she'll be like, yeah, you do. So you go in the other room and you just sit back and you're just like, okay. And then you just let this stuff come out. And as you get good at it, the stuff will start to come out. Your nose will start to water. You'll start to have tears come out. You'll actually feel jolts of energy popping out. And what that is the actual trapped energy, the samskaras, also known as trauma, that are coming up and out of the body. And after practice, you will get results immediately. But after you practice this, you'll start to notice, like, you'll do it and like it'll make you yawn, and you'll like reach down. It's like you're yawning to reach down and grab it, and on the exhale it comes out. It's beautiful. And this is true alchemy. When you start to release these things, and you'll sit there and you'll be like, try to stay there until you're completely done, as long as you can. And then when you stand up, you will literally feel like you lost 20 pounds. Like, you'll stand up, you'll feel light, you'll feel frisky, you'll go about your day, and you'll feel better, and you'll notice that you have dropped some of the BS out of your mind, and you're getting closer to your center, closer to your core identity, closer to know thyself. And then you'll think, oh my gosh, you know, the first thought you'll have is like, once you are successful at this, you'll be like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be my pure self in like 2 weeks. But what happens is, like, the better you get at it, the more bigger stuff starts to come out, and you'll have I've had pops come out of my shoulder, like just crazy amounts of it come out. I've been doing this now heavily for about 1.5 years, and it has completely transformed my life. And that is the journey, guys. So again, try it right now. If you want more information and you want the full 30-minute video on it, I do suggest, if it works for you and you're interested, go check that video out. It's in my school community, and it's free. So go download that. Link is in the description. All right, good luck.